Welcome to the Horror Never Ends channel. As we approach New Year, the holidays are supposed to be filled with joy, light, and family. But for some, the stroke of midnight brings something far darker. Today, I have 5 real stories sent in by viewers, ordinary people who experienced terrifying events during New Year's celebrations. These are not urban legends or fiction. They are actual accounts from real lives that will make you question what's lurking in the shadows of your own festivities. Turn on the lights, grab a blanket, and listen carefully, because once the clock strikes 12, there's no going back. Let's start with the first story. Story 1. New Year's punishment. I had a huge fight with my wife right before New Year's. She left for her sister's, leaving me alone in the apartment. I wasn't in the mood to celebrate. No tree, no decorations, just me, the couch, and a pack of beer. Midnight came and went. Fireworks boomed outside, but I ignored them, flipping channels on the TV. Around 12:15, I heard it. Heavy thuds on the roof, like something large pacing back and forth. At first, I thought it was neighbors partying, but the sounds were too rhythmic, too deliberate, like hooves on shingles. My heart started pounding. Then came scratching at the door, slow and insistent. I crept to the peephole. There stood a figure in a tattered Santa suit, hood up, but massive antlers protruded from it, twisted like a deer's. The face was pale, stretched, with eyes like empty black pits. It tilted its head, as if sensing me watching. I backed away, phone in hand, dialing emergency, but the line was dead. The door rattled harder, wood creaking. Suddenly, it burst open. The thing lunged in, reeking of pine, blood, and decay. "You don't celebrate," it growled, voice deep and grinding like bones. Visions flooded me. Dead relatives appearing in the room, faces rotting, accusing me of neglecting traditions, family, life. Blood ran down walls in antler patterns. The creature circled, hooves clicking on the floor, whispering my failures. I barricaded in the bedroom, but its breath seeped through vents. "Next year, you'll join the herd." I passed out from fear, woke at dawn, apartment trashed, walls gouged in horn shapes, blood everywhere. Wife returned later, horrified. She found a note on the table in unfamiliar handwriting. "He celebrated with me." I never told her everything. But every New Year, I hear hooves on the roof and feel something growing under my skin. Story 2. The uninvited New Year's guest. Our family New Year's party was small, just us, champagne, and the TV countdown. At exactly midnight, as we clinked glasses, there was a knock at the door. Soft at first, then firmer. "Happy New Year, it's freezing out here. Can I come in to warm up?" A man's voice called, cheerful but strained. We froze. It was late, snowing hard, and we lived in a quiet suburb. No one we knew would show up unannounced. Dad peeked through the curtain, a figure in a long coat, face shadowed, holding what looked like a bottle. We didn't open. The knocking stopped after a minute. Relief washed over us, but then the unease began. Footsteps crunched around the house, slow and deliberate, scratching at windows like nails testing glass. My phone rang, unknown number. I answered, heavy breathing, nothing else. Hung up, blocked it. It rang again from another number. We called the police, huddled in the living room. Officers arrived 20 minutes later, searched. No footprints in the fresh snow, no one around. "Probably kids pranking," they said. We tried to laugh it off, went to bed uneasy. Morning light revealed the horror. Muddy boot prints leading from the door into the house, circling the Christmas tree, stopping at each bedroom door. How did he get in? Security cameras outside showed the man in a Santa mask standing motionless by the door for hours, head tilted, staring directly at the lens. He never moved, but his eyes followed the camera's pan. Police investigated, but no leads. We changed locks, installed better cams, moved across town a year later. But every New Year's midnight, the calls start. Unknown numbers, heavy breathing, Last year, a whisper, "I know your new address. Thanks for letting me in last time. We don't celebrate anymore. The door stays bolted, lights on all night. But I swear, sometimes I hear footsteps circling outside, waiting for us to forget." Story 3. The Fake Dead Moras. Our extended family threw a big New Year's bash. Kids reciting poems, tables loaded with food, everyone in high spirits. Around 10 p.m., a knock. Dead Moraz arrived, tall in his red robe and beard, sack over shoulder. The kids cheered. He nodded silently, handing out small gifts early. Something felt off from the start. His movements jerky, like joints didn't bend right, and a faint smell of damp earth. But the children were thrilled, reciting verses for candy. He watched without speaking, mouth hidden under the fake beard. Party wound down. Dead Moraz distributed heavy boxes as main gifts and slipped out into the snow without a word. We laughed, unwrapping. Inside, moist soil packed with small bones, wriggling worms, and clumps of hair matching our kids. Panic erupted. Little Timmy was missing, last seen near Dead Moraz. Home security footage chilled us, the figure stuffing a squirming sack, Timmy's muffled cries inside, then dragging it into the forest behind the house. Police mobilized, tracking footprints through snow to an abandoned shed deep in woods. Inside, Timmy huddled in corner, skin ashy and cold, eyes vacant, tiny bumps like budding horns on his forehead. He wouldn't speak, just scratched graves in the dirt floor. Doctors found nothing physical wrong, but Timmy changed, silent, drawing only tombs and horned figures. That night, eerie laughter echoed from the trees. Timmy finally whispered, eyes unfocused, "He's coming back for the rest, to make us helpers." We sold the house, therapy for years. But every New Year, Timmy, now teen, stares at the window toward any forest, murmuring about Master's return. Police never found the imposter. We board up doors, avoid celebrations. But the laughter, it finds us anyway. Story 4. The Isolated New Year. We were 6 college friends renting a secluded cabin in the northern woods for New Year's. Remote, snowy, perfect for partying away from parents. Booze flowed, music blared, fireworks ready for midnight. The countdown hit. We cheered, popped champagne. Then everything died. Lights out, phones black screens, no signal. Doors wouldn't budge, windows frozen shut from inside. We joked about a prank, lit candles, huddled by the fire. Hours passed. An unnatural hunger gnawed at us, despite full fridges. Food looked rotten, smelled wrong. Whispers started, faint at first, from walls. So hungry, eat them. Paranoia crept in. Friends' faces seemed gaunt, eyes feral. Outside in blizzard, a towering shadow prowled. Emaciated figure with deer skull antlers, skin stretched tight over bones, yellow eyes glowing. It howled, wind carrying the sound like laughter. The hunger intensified. We saw each other as raw meat, veins pulsing. Sarah snapped first, lunging with a knife, screaming, "You look delicious." Chaos erupted. Bites, scratches, blood on snow dragged outside. The Wendigo watched, calling more into the storm. I barricaded in attic, recording on dying phone. Friends' screams fading as the thing took them one by one. Hunger consumed me, skin tightened, ribs showing. Last entry, whispering, "It calls. The hunger is home." Police found the cabin months later. Spring thaw revealing gnawed bones scattered, no flesh. My phone video ended with me stumbling into snow, following the howl. Locals avoid that woods now, especially winter. If you're alone this New Year, listen for the howl. Story 5. The Chimney Intruder. Our family New Year's Eve was quiet. Dinner, movies, early bed after midnight toasts. Around 3 a.m. we woke to scraping in the chimney, claws on brick, labored breathing echoing down. Heart pounding, Dad grabbed a poker. We huddled downstairs. Noise stopped. Morning. Under the tree. Gifts no one placed. Boxes with decaying organs still warm. Dolls stitched from pale skin. Family photos with faces burned out, eyes bleeding ink. Security cams captured the nightmare, a hulking creature, body twisted like bark, branched horns, gray-veined skin, eyes glowing red coals, slithered down the flue like smoke. It arranged the packages carefully, then loomed over our beds, pressing cold lips to necks, leaving blister burns shaped like mouths. It climbed back up, trailing soot mixed with dark blood. Police dismissed it as a prank. No footprints on roof. Burns scarred us permanently. We nailed the chimney shut with plywood and nails, moved to an apartment without one. But every New Year's midnight, the scratching returns, slower, patient, from above the sealed flue. Nails loosen over time. Dust falls like ash. We don't sleep that night, listening to breathing seep through cracks. 1 year, the boards will give, and it'll finish its kiss. That's it for these chilling New Year's tales. Thanks for joining me on Horror Never Ends. Stay safe out there, especially when the clock strikes 12. If you've got your own scary holiday story, drop it in the comments. The best might make the next video. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the darkness. Have a wonderful, peaceful holidays filled with joy and light. Sweet dreams, and may your new year be free of shadows. See you soon.